Weird intro that for a review show, but there you go. Its Chilli-heads, Lucifer's son. I'm going to bring you in with our host for the evening, which is D'Aguanos Firey Foods. You must check them out. He's looking shocked in the background because I got his name right for the first time. I think he's actually just giving me a round of applause as well. Bring him in while he's still giggling.
Definitely.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was
Got
perfect.
it right.
It was perfect.
Perfect.
Exactly. Excellent.
Not even a stutter.
How many weeks is that now, though?
I don't know, 10?
2.
Oh, in a row?
No, it's the first time I've got it right perfectly.
It works well. It worked well.
So this week, it's a special guest this week because it's tying in a lot of ways. You'll know that we've had some sauces made for us before from Flavor Before Fire, and we've had sauces made for us before from the 4-5 Chili Company. The next sauce that's going to be made happens to be made from your guest tonight.
Yeah, Dan Reed with Chili of the Valley.
And a collaboration with Rob Dunn from Australia, because if we're going to do a barbecue sauce, has to be Australian, home of the barbecue. So we did a collaboration of 2 producers with an Australian style barbecue sauce, and Dan Reed's one of them.
Yeah, excellent. We live right in the middle, so we can order from England and Australia and sample.
So you can get one of each.
You can get one of each. See, it's good to be right in the middle.
Sometimes.
So with that, I'm going to introduce your guest, which is this bloke here.
Hi, folks.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Looks
Feeling
like
very
you have
nervous.
to silence any electronics in the background, Dan. Otherwise, you'll get some feedback on the broadcast.
Okay. Yeah, I think everything is off,
All right, then you're good.
other than the kids upstairs.
The sauce that we've just been talking about, I'm going to give you a little preview of it right now. This one is the UK version, which is the over and under. And that one is the Australian version, which is under and over. And it will be released in both countries at exactly the same time. And one has a slight English twist. One has a slight Australian twist. But other than that, the recipe is identical in all ways.
They are identical. This is the sauce. And yeah, we're just waiting for the labels to come at the moment. But yeah, really looking forward to releasing this.
And with that, guys, I'm going to leave you to it because I'm going to run off and leave you to chat about the other sauces that Dan Reed produces because they're all absolutely excellent. And I might pop up occasionally to try some of them myself.
All right.
If any of you else out there's got some, I'm going to post a link down now. Come and join us.
All right, perfect. Like Luciano said, he's going to post the StreamYard link in the comments. So if anyone wants to come in and tell Dan how good his stuff is, he's more than welcome. As you know, my name is Jeff the Fireman.
I'm Hot Mama Alex.
And this is D'Aguanos Firey Foods Sunday Reviews. And today we have Dan Reed with the Chili of the Valley. And, you know, looking at some of your awards, Dan, and I mean, you've got a great range. Choosing sauces on your website is a difficult job because I want all of them. It is. So give us your story, Dan. What started you? What got you into this?
Well, I mean, I've been a veggie all my life. I've got like an intolerance to the proteins in meat. So pretty much all my life I've been eating vegetarian food.
You're only the second person I've ever heard of who has that issue. You know, this man can't eat
I can't
meat
do it either.
Same thing.
Really?
The issue with the proteins in the food, and I can only eat like basically fake meat, plant-based meat.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it's much easier being a veggie now than it was 30, 40 years ago.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, growing up. Sorry?
I said, sorry, we interrupted you. Go ahead, keep
going. Oh, no worries. But yeah, so growing up, I mean, I tended to eat a lot of Indian-based food, a lot of Chinese-based food because they're naturally plant heavy. And so I probably got exposed to spice and the chilies from a younger age than a lot of kids would have back then. And so yeah, just kind of like grew up, kind of like had an interest then in cooking, because otherwise it would pretty much be a case of going out and eating really badly cooked aubergines or eggplants for you guys. So yeah, it's a kind of like developed an interest in cooking and flavors and stuff, and looking for hotter and hotter foods. And yeah, I mean, at one point I spent a fortune on chili sauces, used to import loads from America back then. And a mate said to me, I was growing some chilies and stuff, and a mate said, you grow chilies and you enjoy cooking, why don't you ever go and making some sauces? So so I did, and they were awful. So yeah, so I learned how not to make sauce first of all. But yeah, and it just kind of flourished from there, really. Growing chilies was the hobby, and it still is a massive hobby of mine. And then it came to a stage where there are only so many chilies you can get away with keeping in the freezer and dehydrating and giving to friends and family and neighbors before people start getting sick of them. So the sauces as well were a little bit of a byproduct. I mean, it was kind of like making them for myself, then became making larger batches to give to people, just to do something with the chilies. And then people had an interest for them, and it just kind of grew organically, really. And and now I've got a range that's quite hefty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, quite hefty indeed.
But you don't.
We've got a range in front of us.
Yeah, you don't only offer sauces. What other products do you offer on your website?
It's mostly sauces, but I mean, I make a couple of salt grinders. There are one or two rubs. I think there's only one rub at the moment on the website. I've been working on a couple of rubs. Yeah, there's jams. There's a piccalilli, one or two chutneys. When they're in season, when I have enough of them, I make a tomatillo and tomato chutney. That's the tom chutney.
Yeah, I bet you do.
And that's kind of like a blink and you miss it kind of thing, because it's quite popular, so it sells pretty quickly. But yeah, it is mostly sauces. I mean, sauces are what I tend to eat most of, so I just kind of think, yeah, I'll make sauces, and if they don't sell, I'll eat them myself.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I mean, we go through the sauces here, definitely.
Yeah.
And so, I've been looking forward to today, because I'm like, we get to sample these, and then I get to actually eat them.
He's been talking about this for
a while.
He's like, we're gonna open this. All right, so
I'm gonna have Alex start.
We're gonna get to it. I think we're gonna start with the milder and move up to the hotter.
Good luck figuring it out. These look good for me. These look good.
So we just kind of guessed. But you can kind of give us some
what do you pick what you want?
Guidance. I want to try with this very cleverly named.
Well, that's a little bit of a perky one, the sweet as tuck.
It's a little bit of a what one?
It's a bit perky.
I like it.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean spicy?
Perky is it's a little bit spicy.
Okay, so maybe we should move on.
No, we gotta start.
Well, we're gonna start it. We're gonna do it.
We do it regardless.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
I like the way that you've got this top with this like easy pour.
Yeah, sometimes we pull them out, but it all depends on how you want to.
Oh, that is a little bit spicier than it.
I know, that's why I wanted to try it.
So there's an interesting thing with the sweet as tuck. So it was made for a mate whose name is, I think, Stephen Anthony Thomas, and so the SAT stand for his initials with the sweet as tuck. But it's also made with Scotch bonnets, Anaheim chilies, and Trinidad scorpions, which again are the SAT.
That's an interesting combination.
That's why I wanted this one open.
Sweet as tuck. I get it. Scorpions.
Anaheims.
Scorpions, Anaheims, Trinidad. I'm dripping it. I gotta eat it.
Oh, it's hot. And it's so good. You see?
Oh, yeah. It's a little spicy.
It's spicy for you. The taste. It's really tasty, Dan. I mean,
it is so sweet. And then it kicks you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I like it, actually. I really like that spicy.
It's your stereotypical kind of like sweet chili dipping sauce.
spicier.
with a kick. It's got a
Yeah.
kick. And my mum kept asking me to make a sweet chili dipping sauce for her. And I say, you can go to the supermarkets and buy like a liter of it for cheaper than it would cost me to make it.
Yeah.
So I kept discouraging her from asking me for them, and eventually I just kind of relented and made that. And now she hates me now because it's too hot for her.
I like it. I think it's the perfect amount of heat, personally.
It is. It's
because, like you said, you can get that sweet chili sauce anywhere, but I've never had anything kick me afterwards, and I like getting kicked in the face occasionally.
It's the
and
flavor.
can I just say a huge shout out to James Harris as well, who designed the image on the label. He's a talented guy, in all fairness to him.
Yeah.
It is. I like
Your
your
labels
labels and I like your names. We're going to talk about every name as we come up to it because I find them very amusing.
Yeah, especially the ones with skulls. That's the ones that I like.
All right, what's on?
Okay, so a mild one might be that's probably one to try as a mild one.
The black garlic. What am I looking at? Yep.
It's the black garlic and chipotle ketchup.
This one.
That's a mild one.
Mild one. Let's try this one.
Yeah, definitely. We're trying them all.
We're gonna try everything.
You'll like these too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The black flag, the dark siren, and the garlic. I know you
I
like.
can immediately smell the smokiness in this one. I like smoky.
Ooh,
It's a little bit. We're gonna shake. Give it a better shake.
Oh, look at the color.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
It's like walnut.
Yeah, it's this like gorgeous color. Oh, very, very like
Look at the pour.
very nice and
It almost
thick
looks
and
like
shiny.
chocolate.
It does. It looks like chocolate. I'm gonna go before you. Sorry.
No, not a problem at all. I know how much you like garlic.
I love garlic.
Yeah, we do too.
Oh, that's good. I shouldn't eat too much.
Yeah, she's gonna. I think she's gonna polish that one off quick. Judging by that, definitely. Because
So tell me, this is black garlic. What is it?
Yeah, so it's black garlic, chipotle chilies, balsamic vinegar, tomatoes. There's a load of molasses in there as well. But black garlic is normal garlic that's been it's not quite fermented. It's called the Maillard process, which is it's the same kind of effect as when you brown a toast or you brown a steak. It's where the sugar's all caramelized, and then it has it creates there's a bit of a chemical reaction, and that happens with the amino acids in the food, and the garlic itself then actually changes its composition completely. Flavor becomes much sweeter. It's quite sticky and sickly almost. It's a lot like a combination between like soy and balsamic. The texture is a bit like licorice. It's quite earthy, bit of a mushroomy kind of like undertone then as well. So the garlic itself changes completely. But yeah, it really works with sauces. I mean, especially like sticky, sweet, tomatoey, barbecue type style sauces or ketchups.
The garlic is very mellow and sweet. It's not sharp at all. You definitely can taste the caramelization of those sugars. It's like and the smokiness of the chipotle adds just a little bit of interesting flavor to it. I like this one a lot. It's funny because it's called a ketchup, so I guess you could. It's called because it's got all the tomatoes in it, so you could definitely use it as a dipping sauce. It'd be really good with like fries or
it's great with breakfast
or vegetables.
I do like how it's got the one little mark on
one
there
little
for,
chili.
One little chili for so it indicates that it isn't too hot. But I could drink these.
Yeah, that's
just
not.
To let
It's
you
not
know,
hot.
It's very tasty. I mean, to me, I'd be like,
I didn't taste any spice. Like it did taste spicy, obviously, like in the sense of having spice to it, but not in the sense of being a lot of heat.
Super flavorful, super
Very
super,
flavorful.
very flavorful.
Thank you.
I like that one a lot.
I'd like to. I really want to put it into bigger bottles, like 250 ml bottles. Problem is it takes so long to make the black garlic. It's just shy of 2 weeks for it to ferment or to slowly cook, and then you need to let it stand for a little while as well. So often I tend to find that by the time I've made a batch and waiting for the next batch to make, it tends to. This is one of the best sellers, so it does tend to go quite quickly.
I can see why. I mean, if it's, and I can see that would take a long time to make that ketchup. I mean, that garlic. So,
oh dear,
worth it.
I'm live.
Worth the time. Uh-oh, who's that? Uh-oh.
I do.
Grandpa.
What do you mean? Oh, I'm not that bad.
What do you got there, Grandpa?
Hey, Dan, I found that in cupboard. Look, it's unopened.
It's that the Black Death is a little bit hotter. It's a bit hotter than the black garlic.
Didn't realise he had that right now. I thought he was holding the black garlic chipotle. So I'm going to boot him back out for a little while and bring him back when we get to that. So, boom, get gone, you imposter.
I don't know if we'll get to it. I don't know if we have that.
I don't know if we have that one, but we'll do it when we get a little bit more in our spicier ones.
When we get, because the next one I want to do is this one.
That looks very scorpion-y.
Well, that's why I picked it.
The Moruga.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Trinidad scorpion, the Moruga especially. It's like, to me, it's got the heat and it's got the taste that I really like. I mean, there's a good thing about Reapers, but I just prefer the taste of especially the Butch tea.
So this one says hot and fruity pears, Trinidad Moruga scorpion, chilies, boot jolokia, habanero,
boot jolokia,
and cayenne chilies with white wine vinegar, garlic, and spices. So, how'd you come up with this one?
It's one of my original sauces, actually. It was probably the hottest that I made at the time, and I wanted something. I'm not really a fruity person as far as sauces go. I tend to like more savory sauces, but certainly I used to, and that was the first sauce that I made that had any kind of fruit in it. And I've made a few more since now. I've come to appreciate the sweetness and everything that the fruity sauces can go with. But I knew I wanted to make something that would stand out, and because it wouldn't be the kind of thing that I just dip my chips into. So it was something that you'd add to something like rice dishes. But I wanted to make sure that it had enough of a kick and quite bold, strong flavors that held their own when it was mixed in with other foods.
This color is gorgeous.
The color is just absolutely amazing, Dan.
It's got a lot of like texture to it, but it's not chunky. It's just very like almost jammy. It's really nice and
it tastes so good.
Substantial. Oh,
yeah, it's hot.
It's hot.
It's got the heat that I like, but the texture and the consistency of it is just absolutely beautiful. Looking at that, the taste, the fruit goes perfectly with the scorpion. Man, this is probably one of the nicest tasting ones I've had.
Thank you.
It is warm. It is warm. I'll give it that. But it's the taste, the flavor on it that I'm getting out of this is fantastic.
I found the combination with the chilies as well. So the habaneros kind of get you up front with kind of like the floral kick that comes through initially, and then as the butts and then the Morugas kind of build up in heat, you get that wave of heat that carries you through. But there are cloves in the mix as well, so you get a little bit of a distinctive flavor with the cloves.
An amazing burn too, nicely over the mouth. I'm getting on the inside of the lips and tip of the tongue, and it's
a whole mouth burn. I'm not feeling it really in the back of the throat. It's very much on the tongue and the inside of the lips. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not feeling it as much. Oh, there it is. It's in the back of my throat now.
But
it's a creeper.
It's very tasty though.
It's making me glow a little in a ladylike manner.
Yeah, this would be one for you to try.
Whew. And I need a different one for my eyes.
And you should probably stay away from these super hots.
So we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna try something a little bit more mild this time. So you're gonna have to, maybe I don't know.
No, it is mild.
Garlic? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so the garlic is it's a combination of jalapenos and garlic. There's all of the little white flecks. Hi, David. It's got an old label. So
yeah, it's one of the originals.
Oh, he's got the original.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's a different label.
So there's a range now with the sauces. Quick shout out now to Rory. Rory Pett, he's a member of the group, and he's doing artwork for a few different producers and bands and stuff. He's gone through a lot of my sauces with the revamps. This is one of them, and yeah, he's pretty special in all fairness to him. So yeah, look out, Rory. The little flecks, the flecks of white that you see running through the sauce, that is all garlic.
Oh my gosh, that's all garlic. Wow.
That's all garlic. So there are jalapenos, garlic. There's a lot of fresh coriander in there, and a lot of lime juice as well.
It smells like a salad dressing. Very, very like a lot of. It's very green. I'm sorry.
She's probably still burning from the scorpion.
Still.
It does smell delicious.
Oh, but look at that.
I'm gonna shake the bottle.
I'm not sure if you guys can see all of those little white specks in there, but well, that's the garlic that Dan's talking about. And oh, see, it smells like you want drink again.
Tastes like green. I put that on a salad or
dipping your pizza crust into it is it's pretty good.
Yeah, and even looking at that, just looking at the stuff right up there in front.
It's really sweet and garlicky. It's lovely.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the garlic sauces too.
Yep, garlic and lime juice, definitely my things.
Yeah.
No, it's yummy.
I thought you're having a spoonful. You can tell it's good. Just having
that would go really well with prawns.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be on the Fallen Warriors probably next week.
I'm gonna have another little
I
spoonful.
put like a whole bunch of that all over. And
David just said prawns there, and I was sat looking at it thinking butter and mussels.
Yeah, it's sweet. Got a bit of vinegar. Lovely garlic. It's lovely.
It's really nice. I really like the heavy garlic. Very, like a nice amount of vinegar. Usually when I say vinegar in a sauce, I'm like, oh, but this is like a nice, like tart, like a sauce.
I think
I don't know. Like I said, it very much reminds me of like a vinaigrette.
Yeah, I could chew it.
Yeah, I think the lime juice comes through as well. So you've got, I mean, because it's a sauce, there needs to be some sort of acid in there. So it's got the white wine vinegar, but the lime juice as well just comes through, I find.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet as well.
With it,
A lot of acidity. I like it.
You're talking about the artwork from Rory. I mean, it's just stupendous.
It's gorgeous.
Amazing artwork on all of these.
Did we try this?
Dan, one quick question before I go. You did the black chipotle ketchup. Is this one much different from that? This is the black Abbott black garlic.
What you have there, David, is there's no heat to that at all. So it's very similar to this one, but there's no chipotle in it. There's a lot of sugar, there's a lot of tomatoes, there's a lot of black garlic, but yeah, no heat at all. So it's they're kind of like a trilogy where you've got the black Abbott, no heat at all, the the ketchup is mild heat, and then there's the Black Death that Stu had earlier, and that's got Reapers in it. So
Yeah,
so that's
I've had the Black Death. That's really nice. This one would be nice on chicken because it would caramelize over nicely. Like did a barbecue with my mates last weekend, and not all of them like heat, so it's nice to take some mild sauces as well for them and their kids. So I'm looking forward to that. I can always pimp it up with a few fresh pods.
Yeah, no, there's no heat to that one at all. So it's yeah.
What one was that, David, that you had?
That's the black Abbott black garlic ketchup. It's quite a big bottle.
Yeah, and did you say you had the Black Death also?
Yeah, I've had that. I've gone through a bottle of that. It's definitely got more heat. It's
Do
quite
you have
hot.
any of it with you?
No, I finished it.
All right, so yeah, Stu, we'll bring Stu in for that one because he definitely has that one, and we don't have that one. All we have is the Black Flag. I don't know if that's part of it or that goes with the Dark Siren.
That goes with the Dark Siren.
Yeah, that's what that one. That's probably one of the ones that we're going to do next.
We should go with.
What do you want to go with? What's that one called?
Mango. What is this? Samurai mango.
Samurai mango.
So it's made with mangoes and samurais. Tell you what, samurais are really hard to come by in South Wales. I found loads of ninjas, just very few samurais.
Actually, I love the artwork on this. It is.
Yeah, it's another Rory design.
Spectacular. You could keep looking at it.
Got it?
Got it. So, almost. Oh.
See, she likes fruity. We like fruity.
I like fruity.
I like them all. I like fruity. I like hot. I like sour.
This is like oh yes.
But the kids like fruity.
This looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
beautiful color. Very shiny. And it's not like dripping off. It's catching.
Yeah. Oh. Beautiful glaze, Dan. Beautiful glaze on that sauce.
Thank you.
Hi,
Irina. The mango is really good with. It's great with salads. Sorry.
Well, guys, I just wanted to.
I've had to remove Irene because her audio was causing a bit of feedback, so I had to pop her back out. Sorry.
Tony, I'll pop out as well.
Right, you see you in a bit, David.
Cheers, David.
Sorry about that. Popped you out too quick.
Just flick.
He's undressed.
No, I'm back.
So the mango.
I like that mango one a lot because it's not actually super sweet.
No.
It's like the mango and the
cider vinegar.
And the cider vinegar just kind of work together in a nice,
very well.
It's more acidic, I think, than sweet, and I like that.
Yeah. And there were a lot of ahi lemons in there as well, so there's a little bit of a citrusy kind of flavor that comes through with those, but it's quite subtle. I mean, there's a lot of mango. It's great with, it's great with salads. I found if you've got like a salad that's got a little bit of feta cheese or like a salty cheese crumbled into it as well, and that drizzled over the top, it's it works pretty well. It's great with fish as well.
I can see that being really nice on salad. Or just on cheese. It's really nice on cheese, actually. Just straight cheese and samurai mango. Very good. All right.
Well, as we know, with all our sauces, we normally do, sauces are basically to complement the food that we're eating.
Yeah, we started out just using spoons, and then we realized that we should probably eat them on food so we could get the actual feeling for the sauce.
Yeah, I like to taste it like on the spoon and the food. Because, after a while, I did 15 sauces with no food. My stomach's not going to like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next sauce that I'm choosing is this one. And to me, it's got a bunch of different meanings for me, having grown up in England, It's an award. Just the artwork is just amazing. It's great. And it's one that you could say? Because I'm assuming it's a chili sauce like you'd use on a doner kebab.
It is your stereotypical kebab house sauce.
Yeah, well, basically you'd have one of my friends that I grew up with lives in the States, probably about 25 miles away from me, and his family, that's what they used to have, laser kebab house in England. And when he moved here, even though we moved really close to each other, he started, he was doing business as a woodworker. And I'm like, open a goddamn kebab shop.
Naughty stuff.
Sorry, but he did. So I
like the halloumi.
Oh yeah, he does deep fried halloumi. He's got everything, and it's just for us, it's just an amazing place that we can get our kebab stuff at.
I'm curious. Yeah. This one says suitable for vegetarians and vegans. Are all your sauces?
They're all. Everything that I make is vegan friendly.
Awesome.
Everything I make is vegan friendly. Even the beer-based sauces, there are no finings or anything in the beers. The beers are vegan friendly. Everything I make is vegan friendly. It's just the new labels that I've had designed. So by Rory and by James, they're all having the vegan friendly put on them.
Wow, it smells nice.
Great.
So it's your stereotypical kebab house sauce, but I dehydrate the chilies and then rehydrate them in cider before cooking them. And that makes it dirty.
He said he was thinking it smelled very much like a white wine, and I'm like, well, that's the
God, it smells
must be the rehydrated chilies.
Oh man, this tastes so good.
Again, beautiful color.
Live.
I want to put this on my hand, my burgers. That's what it reminds me of. See, it starts out sour and then comes the sweet.
Weird.
You should get the flavor of the apples as well, or the cider.
Yeah. It starts off with like a little sour heat, and then you get the sweet coming in through it.
Very.
And then it just melds together perfectly.
I'm not sure if I like it, but I'm not sure that I don't like it either. I have an interesting feeling of it. Let me try it again.
If you ever have anything from a kebab house, then it'll remind you of home.
Exactly.
See, I've never been to a proper kebab house. I mean,
it's the throat that hits you, isn't it? That little bang on the throat.
It's really weird.
It reminds me of chili sauce, the chili sauce that I get in the kebab.
Wow.
Tzatziki. That's why I used to get sick all the time. I'd be eating kebabs, not realizing that the proteins were making me sick.
Such an interesting taste.
Works equally well on falafel.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing.
That would be really good on falafel.
Yeah, it's quite a savory sauce. So
it's very interesting. It definitely is. It's hard. It's got a lot of different flavors. So I'm like, oh.
If you try this,
it's a confusing.
If you try this on doner kebab meat with a little bit of salad in it, some cabbage, I bet you.
Oh, I'm sure I would love it. I think this one definitely needs a little bit more food. Like this one, I feel like it's not. I don't like it as much by itself, but I think I would really like it if we added it, like a dipping or as a glaze.
And again, fantastic artwork. Just love that. Love that.
The artwork all over it. I feel like picking my next one just based on the artwork.
Oh, go for it. You've got the nice color ones. I've got the dark.
Yes. That's this one. Oh, the artwork on this is just smashing. Yeah. This is so cool. Calypso. Yes. I love this artwork. Oh. Let's see. I didn't even look at how. Oh, look at that. The ingredients: capsicum. That's the first one. But then there's also pineapple rum, water, coconut milk powder, brown sugar, and salt. So this one is mild. And
it's pretty mild.
Before you move on to that one, I just want to bring your attention to a little bit of something. Dan Reed, the guy that's down there, he decided to do one of the biggest giveaways that has probably been done in Nuke itself. Everything that guy there, Jeff, ordered from Dan and is showing you tonight in these reviews and stuff, Dan down there is actually going to put together a parcel of all of these sauces Yeah, and I'll show you what they are in about 2 seconds. That's all of them there.
That's all the stuff I've got. And
That is a big parcel, that. And if you see that bottle laid down there with no label on, it happens to be a bottle of the new Nuke sauce. And he's going to put all that together as a giveaway, which will be announced Monday. We're going to work out a way to do that. But what you need to do right now is you need to go over to that Facebook page there, and you need to go and click like, because it's going to be given away there. And if you're not in there and you're not there, you cannot win that big prize. So that is the place where you have to be to win this prize. Show you the prize again. That is the size of the prize. So if you don't go there,
I'm going.
you're daft. You just need to get to that Facebook group there, Chilli of the Valley TV. I'm going to put out again when I used to it again, guys. After I remove all this, when I work it out.
the big leave button.
I know how to get me out.
No, so like Tony was saying, I think we ordered 13 bottles, and I think Dan, you threw in an extra 2, so there's 15 total bottles here, and you were saying you were going to throw in a couple more. So I mean, that's like one hefty competition right there. It's a big one.
Yeah. So there's it'll be one of the first ever bottles of the NEUK collaboration sauce between me and Rob Dunn as well. So that'll be included. So I think there's about 16 or 17 bottles.
Yeah. Now the competition, as I understand, will be like it'll be opened to everyone, Nuke worldwide. But if anyone worldwide wins it, they're going to have to nominate someone in the UK, because, as I can attest, it's a lot of money to mail one of these abroad, definitely, in these times. So, with the size of the parcel prize will stay in the United Kingdom, at least.
Yeah,
close enough.
It's a bit of a heavy parcel, unfortunately.
Definitely, I can attest to that. And you packed it really well when it came to me.
Yeah, we got all of them.
We got all of them, including the ones from Ray too, which made it even better.
All right. I'm excited.
And by the way, thanks for doing that.
Oh.
No worries. So the Calypso is it's like a pina colada in a chili sauce bottle.
Yeah.
Pineapple, coconut, rum, and then a bit of a kick that comes through afterwards.
I can actually see in the texture of it that it looks like there's coconut milk in it. It's just this very tropical looking texture and smell, and it doesn't smell like
It doesn't.
it smells like Malibu.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it has a nice smell to it, beautiful sheen, interesting color.
Yeah, beautiful glaze, nice color.
Oh.
Nice pour too. It's beautiful. It's just exactly.
It is. It's like a pina colada chili. That's so weird and delicious.
Oh, it is.
Wow. Oh, weird.
I like that.
That is very, very different from anything I've tasted so far.
What else am I getting though?
So you're tasting the coconut and the pineapple.
I think it's the coconut mix that's getting me.
And it's interesting because I feel like, coconut is such a overpowering flavor, but you've managed to make it to integrate it in there so it's not the main flavor, which I think must have been tricky for you. Yeah,
it took a little bit of tweaking, but there's a chap called Corin Sloss who does a review called Spice Freak, and when I first released this, it was made with Murphy's howling upstairs. It was made with white distilled vinegar, and because I thought that it needed some sort of acidity that detracted from the coconut a little bit. And Corin said, nah, it doesn't work. So it's got white wine vinegar instead, which is much softer vinegar. And yeah, fair play to him. He called me out on it, and I changed it. And yeah, so thanks to Corin of Spice Freak for that, because I think he made the world a difference with the flavour. I think I've lost people.
Seems like Jiff has frozen there a second. Yeah, he'll be back in a little while. He won't be gone for long. While he's gone, I'm going to call Del over, and I'm going to bring Grandpa Nuke in, because me and Grandpa Nuke's going to do something daft.
Are we?
Yeah, we might as well. Just while we wait for Jiff to get back. He'll be back in a minute.
You want me to
Go on,
do
then.
something daft?
No, it's all right. Jiff's back. I'm getting feedback. Anyway, Jiff's back, so I'm going to pop him back in.
That's not Jif.
Too many children using the Wi-Fi.
I had to go kick the kids off the
I'm going
internet.
to pop you back out against Duke, so you.
Like, stop streaming.
Where were we before we got cut off? We were talking about how delicious this was.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the Calypso, and I had asked how you managed to get the coconut not to be so overpowering. That's right.
Yeah.
No, he had a friend.
Oh yes, you had a friend.
That's where we were.
So yeah, his name's Corin, and he's got a review. He's part of the NEUKs, and but he's got a review page called Spice Freak, and the original recipe was with distilled white vinegar, and no, he called me out on it and said it doesn't work. So yeah, changed the recipe slightly, and it made the world of difference to it. So
it works. It's really nice. Oh, so it's the difference between distilled white vinegar and white wine vinegar, huh? Interesting. It does though taste like a pina colada. It's with a kick.
With a slight little kick at the end of it.
Really good. I like this. Very interesting. Very different.
It's great with rice as well. So rice dishes, it works really, really well with.
I bet. Well, with let's see, with Corin helped us really big on our. We did a NEUK competition. We did this huge competition here to win prizes a while back, and Corin was one of the people that were asked because of his knowledge on peppers and everything to come up with 10 questions. And his questions, I must say, were fantastic. They were really good.
All right, we've got a lot of sauces to do. So I think we're on.
No, we've got still 6.
Well, we've got 6 or 8.
I'm keeping my favorite ones here.
Okay, so let's do
this.
All right, we've got these big ones, and you know when these showed up, he's like, "Oh yes, finally somebody bottling hot sauce for my size." How big are these? What is this?
So they're 250 ml bottles.
Yeah.
I say there's 225, but it's pretty much 250.
Yeah. It says 225, but it's definitely like full to the top, man.
Yep.
You can see you definitely got the neck and everything. This is a large bottle.
So what is that one? What do you have?
This is the dark siren.
What's on the side?
So the dark siren and the black flag. So these are both made with beer from the Tenby Brewing Company. So they make a rum porter, and Tenby's West Wales. So they make a rum porter, and the two barbecue sauces are made with their beer. One is a bit more savoury. The black flag is a bit more savoury, a bit more earthy, and the dark siren is made with Montmorency cherry juice. So it's a bit sweeter. It's a little bit more fruity. There's slight differences in the texture as well.
Well, you do the siren.
So this is a barbecue sauce, then.
And I'm going to do the flag.
Ooh, nice smell. Right off the bat, I like the smell.
If you like your halloumi, then the siren goes really, really well with halloumi.
Ew.
I bet. Oh, I love the smell.
Yeah, the smell is very nice. Oh, beautiful glaze.
Earthy, just like you said.
Wow, beautiful color. Beautiful.
And I have the black flag.
Wow, I can taste the cherries coming through in that.
Oh, that tastes good.
Wow.
This tastes like beer.
This is
It's the porter. That's
There's,
right.
there's a lot of beer in.
Oh, I like that one. This one would be good.
it's definitely very sweet.
Here,
I'm
I'll
gonna try
trade you.
this one.
I'll trade you. You can have that one because that one is really nice.
Now, that one's really nice too. I could taste the cherries coming through on it. It's so interesting.
Oh yeah, even the
I love a complex flavor experience. I like to be able to be like, oh, what's that taste? What's that taste? What's that taste? And I'm finding that
right.
a lot of these sauces are definitely tickling that.
I mean, look at the sheen on that dark siren. And like I say, I see what you did. The label is purple. It almost looks purple. That one's good, though, isn't it?
This one.
The black flag.
The black flag definitely has like it's not
It's more
it's
earthy.
not like it's not it is more savory like you said, and it's not spicy in the sense that it's like heating up my mouth, but it's got a lot of spices in it. What am I tasting here? Tamarinds, acetic acid, cayenne pepper, cloves. There we go.
Cloves is always a good one.
I love cloves. What we got here? Oh, Stu's doing a Rubik's Cube.
Stu's got the.
He's gone.
Stu has gotten hooked to the Rubik's Cube.
Couldn't resist bringing him in when he didn't see it was coming. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Between Joe and Dustin, I think they've got him fully on there.
I really like both of these. This one definitely gave me a little bit more like a surprise, like a kick. This one's definitely a little more, like you said, more savory. This was more sweet.
Yeah, definitely a lot sweeter. I found that one, but that
Like
one's got some
both of
great taste.
Oh,
These are awesome, Dan. These are great.
a lot of flavor. They don't just have that like barbecue sauce flavor, because a lot of barbecue sauces just taste like barbecue sauce. This actually tastes like this one had the cherries. I could really taste the cherries in this one. So interesting. Love the interesting layers of flavors.
And even we'll do a comparison size just so people know the difference in size from the regular
No, I've got a case of apples in the car.
compared to that.
Other Dragons is back.
Irene is back.
Hello, I'm back.
Hi, Ray.
Come on.
Which sauces do you have, Irene?
Well, Dan's on there. Everyone knows absolutely fantastic, Dan. But being that I only live just a few miles from him, this is what happens, okay? This is what happens. That's my stash. My stash. No, that's what happens. So if you think that you have a few sauces, these are the ones that I still have. That one is now empty. So that's the black garlic and chipotle. So that's tonight's Fallen Soldier. But just obviously, as I said, Dan and myself have got an absolutely fantastic friendship. But I do actually sell some of Dan's as well. So there's a few bottles on my table here, which you will find on my website as well. So from time to time, you'll find things like that's the Naga pickle, which I sell. I do the dirty kebab, and there's Ginger Ninja. I currently sell Black Abbot. I think there might be garlic, although I think that one is slightly out of date. But you've got a bottle of SAT there, guys. Well, that's the size bottle that you guys have there, which is, was it 100 mils? Well,
yeah, I think so.
That's mine. That's a 250 ml bottle there.
Jealous.
Oh, look at her posing.
I make sauce.
Mine's bigger than yours.
The bottle of barbecue sauce that you've just been doing, so the black flag and the siren, the dark siren, that's the size bottle I have on the SAT.
Oh, lucky you.
Nice.
I know. So
We asked Tuck. That this
Yeah, so
one.
no,
Yeah. Your bottle is 2.5 times the size of ours.
She's got the grown-up version.
We've got the child bottle. No, it's all right. This
I have.
I love that one.
This one I really like still.
It's got great.
Oh, it's great. If you like
fry
sweet chili dipping sauce,
dip it in there.
this is the one, but it's so much hotter than a sweet chili dipping sauce. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
It is, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because it definitely keeps all the sweetness of a normal chili sauce, and then it kicks you.
Oh
in
no,
the head.
it's great. It catches me out. Dan is terrible. Dan will admit this, that whenever I go to see him. Stu, we've got your Cuban again, mate.
Oh, will you?
Big Shadow keeps throwing you in.
Dan will admit that I do see Dan probably on a weekly basis, but it's not been so much recently through lockdown. But I can guarantee that I hardly get through the door, and it's great. Come and have a go at this. Come and have a go at this.
Yeah.
And
Try this, right? Try this.
And like an idiot, I stand there going, all right then. And he's got me on quite a few occasions. Black Death, you've had me on. The Gong Jam, you've got me on. There was an extract that you got me on, which reignited in my mouth on the way home in the car, which was about an hour later. I said, he's really hot stuff. And I got him once with my triple X Tana Drive. Once I've got him. Once.
Yeah.
That stuff's good.
I didn't even try that one. Nope.
Yeah. No, you had me good and proper with that one.
Yeah, no, it's that one's a hot one, definitely. But yeah, but Dan, he's a great sauce maker. There's nothing really that I don't like. But David sat next to me here, and he would love to ask Dan a question. So I'm just going to turn it slightly. So David, what question did you want to ask Dan?
Dan, what was your first sauce or jam you made?
What was it called?
The first one I made.
What was
for myself or for sale?
Well, probably both. The
first one I made that was actually for sale. Sauce was the Fuego Sagrado, and I think Jiff and Alex have got a bottle of this there. It's stayed in the lineup since the very start. That's the one, and it's my purest sauce because it's pretty much it's peppers, chilies, vinegar, and salt. It's pretty versatile. You can dip your chips into it, but you can use it as an ingredient as well. You can stick it in pasta sauces, bolognese, stews, chilies, the works. But yeah, that's probably the first one that I made for sale. Very, very first one that I made.
Probably one of the first sauces I ever had off you as well, though, saying that. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's been around forever, this one has. And it's forever in the life of Chili of the Valley. But yeah, it's one of the first ones. It's probably the first one that I started selling as this one. The Dirty Kebab came out not long after it. The Maruga, and there were one or two others. There was a Chipotle one called the Chipotle Shizzle, and I've stopped making that now. And there was one called the Fruity one as well that had it was chilies and apples. Good question, David.
I tell you what I have here, Dan's not mentioned yet, but just to give him a bit of a plug, Dan also makes sauces for some bands and various restaurants and things like that. I mean, that's one I've got there, Dan, which I know you specifically make for somebody. There's another one here, which is my husband's favourite, which is Drunken Marksman, which is the upgraded version. I think it's Ginger Ninja, which is my personal favourite.
Yeah, it's like the brother of Ginger Ninja.
I've got that one, which I believe is for Tenerife, if memory serves me right.
Yeah, there are a couple in Tenerife. We have a cafe there, Luca and Lara, and we tend to go every year to the same place, and we go and visit, and they make a fuss of us, and they make a fuss of the kids, and they have a cafe, so we take a batch of sauces with us every year for them.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And the one that I know that I don't have is the Louisiana hot sauce, which is made for local grill house, which is absolutely amazing down in Barry, which is Hang Fire. The girls down at Hang Fire. And now I know that's great. And why I don't have a bottle of it is absolutely beyond me, because it's an amazing sauce. So if you're able to get hold of a bottle of that for next time, that's definitely one to try. It's called Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah,
it's a really good one to try.
The Hang Fire Smokehouse girls. I mean, they've got a couple of TV programs and a book and stuff like that. It's a bit of it really is an honor to to be making stuff for them. It's brilliant. So yeah.
What is your next sauce tonight, Alex and Jeff?
The one that you just mentioned.
So we're gonna. Oh.
His first.
Ew. See, I'm okay.
It's too hot. You want to wait till the end?
I was gonna try this one, but it's hot, so I'm.
So you're gonna wait till the end.
I'm gonna go back to this Ginger Ninja, which was hiding behind all of the other
That's
stuff.
the one that was just mentioned.
It was being a ninja.
It was ninja.
Alex, that's my favourite sauce that Dan makes. I go through bottles of it. It's my favourite. But on that note, guys, I won't hog the limelight any longer. So enjoy the rest of the sauces. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you later.
Thanks,
Good to see you.
Cheers, Ray.
No.
So the Ginger Ninja, it's named after my daughter, who's a fiery redhead, and I make another sauce called Hulk Juice, and my son named that. It was the end of the season, and I had a load of unripe pods and just made a sauce with them, and it came out green. And my son said, "Daddy, it's green like Hulk." So Hulk Juice was born, and then a couple of years later, my daughter Naya, who's a couple of years younger than him, she turned around and said, "Daddy, why does Oakley have a sauce and I don't?" And I said, "Oakley doesn't have a sauce." And he said, "Yes, she has. He has the Hulk Juice." So the Ginger Ninja was born, and so this is a nod to my daughter.
Yeah, there's another one that's gonna go real quick. Then
Really
I can tell this one's gonna go super quick.
It's really mostly I'm tasting ginger spice. Yep, and then a little orange habanero.
Yeah, the orange I can pick up.
And the orange.
There's a lot of orange. There are whole oranges in there. Whole oranges, orange juice. There's a lot of ginger, orange habs.
Yeah, we have.
It kind of has a little bit of definitely has a little like. It reminds me a little bit of a marmalade. Just that little bit of the orangey, but like better.
Well, when it's
all
done,
that ginger,
you'll get a little kick in the back of your throat after it's all done. Once you're all done and finished, it's like a little habanero burn, basically.
It's just a little burn, but it's
it's very tiny. And like I was saying, Alex and I, we have our own little ginger ninja. She's almost 6 years old, with super curly hair, and that's what that reminded me of.
Actually, isn't she our? Oh no, that's Athena.
Athena.
We have two little ginger ninjas.
We have two little ginger ninjas. Right. We got 6.
Yeah, but only 2 of them are red.
Only 2 of them are redhead.
That's really, really nice. I really like that a lot.
This is one that the kids will enjoy too. I can guarantee it.
Oh yeah, they'll be putting
the older girls will be
soap.
Sandwiches.
Toast and sandwiches.
Toast and sandwiches, but soap sounds good. So yeah, this one is definitely a success, Dan. I like that one too.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go with another habanero. Dia de los Muertos.
Luciano, you've got this one. I'm sure you have. Well, no, does he have this one?
This one looks like it's on the spicier side. You got
I think I do have this one.
Peppers.
Maybe he's got the Fuego Sagrado.
Is that the right one?
Dia de los Muertos. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like.
That's the one.
Oh, here we go. Death time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hiccups, burps.
Yeah, we know you love this bit.
I do love this bit. It makes it all worthwhile.
I love a little taste of this one smell.
I love the fact that you're more tempted to do it. Oh yeah, he's gonna hit it.
It's an unopened bottle. I haven't got a clue what it's like. I have to.
So this one is yellow habanero, yellow bell peppers, onions, water, boot jolokia, lemon,
I love
salt,
the
and
boot.
Mexican oregano. So I think I'm swelling those jolokias because
It's only
How
2
did you
spoons.
come up-
My
how
missus
did
was
you
playing the
come up
wrong
with this
game.
one, Dan?
We play big spoon, little spoon, and she brought 2 big ones. So I'm just going to go and swap a spoon.
big spoon, big
We'll
spoon.
let him swap the spoons. Is he going to go?
No,
and
she
swap?
just said there is no little spoons. So
Ah, well, I'm not going to say.
You're just gonna have to fill the big spoon halfway.
I'm not going to say anything. Then.
yeah, there's probably a little bit in the big spoon. We'll see how it goes.
The fact that you're trying to do it. So, how did you come up with this one, Dan?
It started out as a limited edition sauce for Halloween, and just kind of stuck around. Really, it does disappear every now and then, but since it's had the artwork redone, the label has been revamped with it. It's it's definitely stuck around a bit. It's normally one of the ones that I would make one batch of a year, and that once the batch is done, that's it then for 12 months. But no, it's been quite a popular one, so it's kind of stuck around a little while longer.
The reason I was holding the label up against the camera, by the way, is because I can't read the label with my eyes. But if I do that, it's like magnification, and I can read the label.
This one sneaks up on you.
Oh, thanks for telling me that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, it doesn't. It's nice and easy. It's gentle.
Yeah, it's super gentle.
It's super gentle and mild.
It's fine. It's fine.
After the fact.
No, she's right. I go with her. That one creeps quick.
It really does. It'll go on the tongue. That's where I'm feeling
Oh.
it. It's just like a little bit on the tongue.
It's quite zesty. It's quite. I mean, the
Like
lemon
ice
comes through as well.
That's a good description. It's the zestiness. The zestiness hits the tongue pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the rest starts coming through.
It is. I keep getting more flavors coming out of it. I only had a small little bit of it, but I keep like a little burst of flavor keep going like, hey, I'm citrusy. Hey.
The citrusy is the lemon.
Yeah.
Tacos.
Yeah, really nice on a taco
Or
anything. Really.
anything really, man. I mean,
We put
The oregano as well. The Mexican oregano is or oregano. It's quite prominent in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's got a nice.
It's interesting because it's the
nice
last
taste.
ingredient, but you can definitely taste it.
The Mexican stuff is definitely a lot more pungent than the Mediterranean stuff you get over here normally. So a little goes a long way with that.
Yeah, beautiful tongue burn for me on this one.
Yeah, I only have a little bit, but it
How about you, Luciana? There tears. I see a tear there.
got a hiccup. I heard the
I've
hiccup.
had hiccups.
I saw the.
I've got to tell you, tongue's burning. For me, that would be something I'd more likely to have with cheese. So on a cheeseburger or something like that, I might put a little bit on top of it with my salad, and
It's good with cheese.
because it is actually creating fast tears coming.
It's making you leak.
I'm leaking, yes.
I'm leaking. We're gonna move on to the Fuego Sagrado.
That
So
was
this was your first one,
Dan's
right?
first ever one.
Yeah.
I can jump out and go and wipe my eyes and blow my nose.
So this one's got a lot in it. I'm seeing Trinidad scorpion, brown scorpion, Fatali, Naga, and habanero. With the first ingredient being bell peppers, which I love bell peppers. I think they're really tasty, and I think it's so interesting that
So they're quite. I mean, it's got a natural sweetness from the bell peppers, and then the bit of the heat that comes through from the range of chilies is it's quite prominent. Yeah.
all right, here we go.
You can have the smell.
Ooh, smells strong. Smells hot.
What do you smell? Bonnie?
It is quite a
I can
vinegary
smell-
one.
I can smell. It smells like scorpion. Smell it.
Yeah, like that one. Kind of.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna just do a little incy beansy. Whoop,
On cheese.
little incy beansy
Yeah,
on
not
cheese.
me. Been looking forward to these ones. These are the hot ones. See again, with a beautiful glaze on it. Lovely, lovely pour. I love the little floaties, all those little things in there.
Yeah. It's pretty much
The heat
This is
level
my
is up.
everything.
It's warm. Mm-hmm.
It's warm.
It's-
And it's
yeah.
warm.
It's hot, but it's nowhere near the hottest I make. But no, there's a nice burn with it.
The most forward mouth burn so far. It's very much on the tip of my tongue.
I'm going to try a spoonful now.
I think I actually need a little bit more to get a better flavor.
It's great with cheese as well.
Oh, this would be great with cheese.
Would be.
Oh, you are.
One of my guilty secrets is cheese sarnie or chili cheesy beans on toast as well. It's pretty good with
I
that.
love cheese.
Yeah, me too.
That was a right good idea.
Hmm.
Chili cheesy beans on toast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good cheese.
It's so. I like this one. It does have a lot of heat to it, but
The flavor
also
keeps
a lot of
bringing you back.
complexity. Yeah, I can taste a lot of different like flavors of heat, which is fun. I like it.
Definitely. I mean, it's again. It's a nice hot.
I'm going to
Yeah,
bring
it's a
in.
nice hot. It's just a little. It's a burn. It's not making me like. It's not making me like die. It's just a nice like. Spicy. But I feel like it's building, so it's probably going to keep building. It's going to keep building. Isn't it?
What I've noticed with most of Dan's sauces is it will take you to the edge of that just before you'll get to extreme burn, but it doesn't take you over there. You might see a couple of tears, you might get a bit of it, but it doesn't usually take you.
They're pretty doable. They're pretty doable. And
It's still
I mean,
within
you've
the
got to bear in
realm of-
mind sorry, I was going to say you've got to bear in mind as well that I mean you're eating them here off a spoon or off chips and stuff, but when they're added with things, it does dilute the heat down a bit. I mean, I do make hotter things, but I think what we've gone through so far has been it's a pretty good representation of stuff that you can eat and enjoy. So
Yes. For me, that's my thing. Is I don't like super hot sauces that I cannot continue to eat. I'm a hot wing person, so I like to have like 5 or 6 hot wings. If I'm dying after the first hot wing, I'm not enjoying myself. I want to die after the 6th hot wing.
I think you've got a bottle of this though.
Which one is that?
That's it's the foie cough and die.
I love the name of that.
It's quite a perky one, that one.
Oh.
Well, you see,
What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring stew in,
you mentioned it. You see,
and I'm going to.
these are the ones that I'm saving for last. These are the ones.
Why have you brought me in?
That looks like Stu's back.
Because you've got some sauces to do. I don't know which sauces you've got, and I can't just sit with you sat down there looking at me. So I'm going to put you in there to chat with these guys while I run off because I've got to snap yours.
So I know Stu's got a Black Death there, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've got Black Death.
Well,
And
why don't
you've
you
had
shuffle
a
that?
garlic as well, I think.
I love the garlic. I've had a garlic. I've had several garlic. I love that stuff. That is the best garlic sauce on market. Is that? That's fantastic. Is that?
Thank you very
But
much.
I found this one in the cupboard, unopened, the other day when I was sorting cupboards out, and I knew you were coming on, so I thought I'd save it. And it's got dark muscovado, sugar, balsamic vinegar, black garlic, which I love the sound of, Carolina Reaper, which I hate the sound of, tomato puree, onion, water, olive oil, salt and spices. So I'd never get used to it, Camry. So I thought I'd come on tonight and give this a try. But in the meantime, because I was that bored, I kept giving that a try. And that has absolutely hammered me. I'll be honest with you. So do you want me to give this a try?
Definitely.
I really don't know what to expect.
It's
says
like the
mild
big brother the big brother of this one.
It
So this
says
is mild, but that one's
extreme. How can something be mild extreme?
It's
We'll give it a
mild
try.
to extreme.
It's mild when you're not eating it, and it's pretty extreme when you are.
It actually smells like a lovely barbecue sauce. Smells really nice. But Everybody's legged it. I haven't got a spoon, so
I won't try these.
Look at him.
Grandpa Nuke never uses a spoon.
I'm gonna have a little widdly dibbly of this just to see what it's
Are
like.
you gonna chug it like Grandpa Nuke?
that Dan is beautiful. That is wow. That's a right creeper, isn't it?
You get the sweetness up front and
sweetness up front.
Oh wow!
But the heat straight to the back of the throat. Wow, I didn't expect that at all.
Neither did
That
I.
is absolutely. What you got?
First of all, oh wow!
Bringing back the bucket.
I really didn't expect that.
Oh wow! First of all,
That
it's
is
sweet and
beautiful.
sticky like a rib sauce. Oh, that's hitting
What
hard.
you got, Luciano?
he's got the same thing.
They got the same thing. Oh, I'll murder him. Come on.
I'm
Come
gonna
on,
bugger it.
Tony.
I'll be back in a bit. Oh wow!
That's him out for a little bit. That's
Yeah.
gonna be at least a 12 on the Tony scale.
Yeah, see him tomorrow.
I'll tell you what. On wings or as a marinade for chicken, that'd be apt. Bloody hell, my lips are on fire. That is beautiful, Dan.
Well,
That really is nice.
If your lips are on fire,
Down here now.
the shine.
Oh, Jeff, you'd love that.
I have to put
We'll add
that
it to the list for the next order.
Back of the throat, down here, so warm.
It's a belly warmer.
Hell.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's definitely a belly warmer. That is beautiful, Dan. That really is nice.
Sorry about running off like that, guys. Caught me by surprise, that one.
And he's back.
If you,
When you first put it in your
Luciano,
mouth-
if you
When you first put that in your mouth, it's a sweet, sticky barbecue rib sauce. And if you had that on a rib, you'd just go, "Nah." And then the heat kicks in. So it hits you there. Oh, wow.
that is, I mean, I've had a couple of good chugs of that, and that is really building and building now. That is an awesome. So I've got hiccups. Jeff, I've got hiccups.
Grandpa Nuke.
Yay!
Yes.
Wow. That is beautiful. Lips
Yes,
are
beautiful.
burning. Down back at tongue, all the way. The tip of the tongue is on fire, but the heat is building down the back of the tongue and up the throat, and you can feel it right down here. But you're not supposed to chug it out at bottle, I know.
He's up again.
Anybody wants to try that? If you haven't tried that, guys, and you want a really fantastic rib sauce, wing sauce, barbecue sauce, that is awesome. That really is one cracking sauce. And how the hell it stayed in my cupboard unopened, I don't know, but I'm glad it has, because now I know what it's like. And that is now on the shopping list forever. Dan, that's a beauty, mate. Seriously.
Thanks, man. Cheers,
Well,
Steve.
congratulations on that one, Dan. It made Luciano. It made him leave twice. What did Grandpa Nuke hit it
Just
again?
hit it again.
Oh, Jeff, you will love this. Jeff, get that on your order. Get that on your order list, Jeff. It is a beauty.
You can
Plenty
take the
heat
man
to
out
it
of the truck.
and a fantastic taste.
That is one that everybody does have to try. It is absolutely beautiful.
And if you haven't got one of them, Jeff, get yourself one for an early morning wake-up call.
Oh, I bet.
Wow. I'm putting lid back on that because I'm going to end up with cramps. I'm up at 4 in the morning.
I
That's
thought that one
beautiful.
was up, but that one, oh wow.
Joking apart, that's a beauty. Gone.
Here we go.
All right.
Wow.
Back to Jiff, and we're going to hide.
You don't have to hide. You can stay there.
So we're gonna go on for this one.
Bougan.
This is the Bougan.
Yeah. So strictly speaking, Bougan is Welsh for ghoul, and ysbryd is Welsh for ghost. But Bougan sounds a bit cooler. So yeah, it was the first sauce that I made that had ghost chilies in it, or the butts of the nagas. So yeah, so Bougan was born with that. It's got there's tequila in there as well. There's tequila in here, and there's panch paran, which is it's like the Indian 5-spice. So there's fenugreek, fennel, cumin, nigella seeds.
I love all
And the
those
other
flavors.
one, coriander, I think. So yeah, it's got a very distinctive Indian flavor, curry flavor almost.
It does, very much so. It's mustardy.
Oh, I can smell
Mustard, not
That's so
coriander.
interesting. I can smell the fenugreek right off the bat. Weird. That's what. It's just because it's such an unusual smell, and I learned the smell of fenugreek when I was nursing, because it's it's something that they put in a lot of like mama milk teas and stuff.
Okay.
So if
It's
you're
really-
lactating, this will help you.
Okay.
Are you lactating? I'm sure you're not.
No,
If you eat enough of it, you will.
Right.
But you may lactate from different orifices.
Again, beautiful artwork on that bottle.
Yeah, the art is just gorgeous.
And the color
Yeah.
on that, the color on it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So I'm going to try just an
Just a
bit.
tiny bit. These, see, we're getting up to the ones that I like. They're really super hots here. So I just want to make sure that you don't die off of them.
Yeah, I'm trying not to kill myself here, just a little.
Oh, that one tastes so
But
good.
yeah, it
though.
smells so good to me. I know I'm going to like the taste of it.
I'm drooling in the bucket of the Black Death.
Oh, that
And we're moving up to the hotter sauces.
that
See?
is really nice.
Yes, with a ghost pepper.
It's
a very hot sauce, but the taste in it,
it's very hot, but it also has a lot of flavor.
yeah, it's hard to show you like on the spoon roughly. It's hard to see all of the, I want to say the little bits of floaties that make this taste amazing.
I'm just going to put a little tiny bit on a spoon so that I can get the full effect of it, because it's got a lot of levels.
Peppery. Yeah,
And you can see these little, like,
I'm sure
I
it's
don't know
one
if you
that
can
you
see
can
the
manage
little
definitely.
bits of like yummies in there. Ooh, so interesting.
The heat gets you after the fact. Again, once
Yeah, so you
everything is
taste
done,
it and you're like, taste. Oh,
and it's the same thing. Once
and
you
like
get done,
even still, I just put it in my mouth. I'm still not feeling the heat. Oh, here it comes.
it'll come. It's again one of those
That's
creepers.
nice.
And I love it how you guys make that happen. It's like the overpowering your taste buds with flavor and everything so that it doesn't register the heat until it's well in there. And then the heat just builds on you after you've got this amazing taste in your mouth. And it's,
Yes, I
really
like to
like
taste
this one.
things, not just burning. And I'm
Thank you.
that's a really good, interesting.
With the hot sauces, with the really hot ones, you've got to try and, it's not just about the heat, it's trying to get flavors through as well. And so you need quite bold and strong flavors. So, with the Bougan, I think the panch paran, so the Indian 5-spice that's in there is a very upfront, distinctive flavor before the heat comes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can very much.
Yeah, this is going to be in my favorites.
That's a very nice one.
It's a very nice one.
It really does. I can taste it. Now I'm getting a little bit of that like cumin in the back. It very much would be really good on the with rice or with a curry, or I can definitely taste that Indian influence. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting to one I've been waiting for big time. Because one, I remember the artwork and the competition that you held for this.
Yeah.
The motherfucker. God, the motherfucker.
Mayor there. How do you say it?
Motherfucker. Isn't it Mother Tidville?
Yep. Yeah. So Merthyr Tydfil is my hometown. So yeah, it's the name.
That's another one that I love the name of.
Yes. Who do I know from?
Because I get to say things that I can't normally get away with, like Merthyr.
Yeah. So you can eat it, and it's quite a hot one. So you can actually get away with saying Merthyr.
One of my favourite names for a sauce.
Thank you.
It sounds like Inspector Clouseau. Johnny Danger.
So we're gonna try this Mare there fair. Did I kind of get it right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're Welsh, if you're from the valleys, it's Merthyr, but it's Merthyr. It's Welsh for martyr. Yeah, so there was Martyr Tydfil, or Tydfil the Martyr is what it's named after. But yeah, Merthyr Firker.
Did you not? Was there not a boxer there from the 80s that died in the ring?
Sorry?
Was there not a boxer from Merthyr Tydfil that died in the ring years ago?
There was the matchstick man, Johnny. Man. Yeah.
I forget his name, but that's
Johnny,
what I remember the name from.
Johnny something. I've forgotten his name as well.
Yeah.
Keep wanting to say Johnny Walker, but that's a whiskey. Yeah. But yeah, there's the matchstick man was from Merthyr, and Richard Trevithick as well. Merthyr's famous for Richard Trevithick with the train, the locomotive.
Yeah, well, the design on the front of that one with the face, I remember the face that was submitted for the photo on that one, and yeah, judging from the smell, yeah, this one's gonna smell good. I don't think Alex is gonna want any part of it, but you never know.
It's a combination of, what is it? Scorpions, habaneros, and butcholokias and argas, and they're fermented for a couple of months. So they've got a really, I mean, I guess with the like, if you're used to the American sauces, a lot of the American sauces are made with the ferment or the mash, so it's got that kind of distinctive flavor.
This one's not.
It's a hot one.
Oh, it is. I like this one. I'm like, it's not for you, but it's definitely for me.
It's not for me. It's a little too hot for me. It's not. It's not the high. I don't know. This one is a very.
It's hot. Oh, when I taste it that way, it's really hot. When I tasted it with bread, it was good. But
try with cheese. It actually tastes quite good with cheese. It's like
it's really
hot for me, but it actually does have a flavor too.
It's great added to things like chilies and stuff like that. So chili con carne or sin carne, stews and things like that.
Ooh, that one's hot.
Yeah, it's like I can feel it on the corners of my mouth. Like it's gonna be painful in about 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, see, because I'm eating it now. I've already ate it, and I can feel it. Really good burn on my mouth.
I had a very small amount of it, and it is still creeping up on me. It's starting to get in the back of my.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what. Yeah, do you want some bread?
No, that's that. But like I said, it's too hot for me. But I could still taste the flavor before I tasted the burning. So, bang on job with that one too.
This one is absolutely bang on, fantastic. I love it.
Thank you.
Talking of that, I'm down to my last one.
And this is the funniest one, I think.
And this is the one we were referring to. I think you got second place and you were narrowly beaten out in the super.
Yeah.
Bark, wolf, and die.
So for Okay, so this is tell us about the name of this one.
Well, it's a suggestive name.
Yes, it is. Okay.
So
So
Dai, DAI is a Welsh abbreviation of David. So yeah, so like in the valleys, a lot of people you'd call Dai, or they're actually called David. So Dai is a bit of a Welsh nod there. But the four and cough is yeah, it's quite indicative of what you pretty much want to do after you've eaten it, or what you would like someone to do if you give it to them. But the foie as well is kind of representative of the impact it has, because it's quite a hot one.
I can hear it. So I have to read this disclaimer because it's great. Due to the extremely hot nature of this product, I agree that it shall only be used as a food additive. This product can cause serious injury if directly consumed, ingested, and or applied to the skin, eyes, James Nixon, or any other bodily organs. This product will be used at my own risk, and I fully understand the potential of danger if handled improperly. If I give this product to a third party, I will make the recipient fully aware of the potential danger if handled improperly or directly consumed. I hereby release, disclaim, and relinquish Chili of the Valley, its affiliates, its employees, its suppliers, distributors, and or manufacturers, any and all claims, actions, and or lawsuits that I or any of my defendants, heirs, or family members may have for leading to any damage or injury. Wow, this is a serious disclaimer.
It's like one of the adverts on TV.
Consumption, ingestion, and or contact of any bodily plant or organ of or from this product at the time of purchasing it. I am not inebriated or impaired in any way, and I am fully able to make a sound decision about the use of my purchase from Chili Valley. So,
Basically says I didn't do it.
Yeah.
What it says.
Nothing.
As for the name of this one,
you're a grown man. If you want to eat it, it's not my fault.
I know, but it's a challenge.
as for the name of this one, yeah,
Challenge
Nuke,
accepted.
understands its name and how it can be associated with four, cough, and die, but it doesn't. It's four, cough, and die, which is basically the first thing you do when you eat it. You go four. The next thing you do is go, and the next thing you do is you die. So it's four, cough, and die.
I get it.
See, I was the other way. I thought it was like.
Yeah, we know. But no.
I thought it was. If I look at it this way, I thought it was my Indian friend, my German friend, and my Welsh friend.
Four.
Could be that too.
My Indian friend, four,
There are many interpretations.
and die.
But
By the way,
for the purposes of a nuke, we go with four and die.
It's a family-friendly show.
Okay, so I'm just gonna smell this.
Well, while Alex is smelling that, Luciana,
I'm not. I'm still here.
It may be bang. Didn't you have one bang out of order?
Yeah.
Because that's one that I didn't have. If you wanted to do
this
a
one
little
has
thing on that, or someone.
chili extract.
This one is an actual unusual sauce because it contains one of my favourite ingredients. But we're a family-friendly show, so I won't mention what the actual ingredient in it is. But Dan can. What's the ingredients in Banag?
Beer?
Didn't say that, did I? So yeah,
It's made with a Baltic stout. Actually, it's a Baltic stout. It's 13%. So if you drink a pint of it, it's like drinking a pint of wine. But it's made. The Baltic stout itself is made with jalapenos and cacao nibs. So it's quite rich. It's really bold. It's really strong, and it's got a lot of presence.
what you will notice with that one, it's like the Black Death with the sweetness. Does the sweetness come from molasses by any chance?
Yeah.
So even for people like me that don't like sweetness, I get away with it when you use molasses because it doesn't seem to attack my taste buds in any way. And I get that lovely sweet stickiness. There's also little tiny bits of onion and stuff in there. So while you're actually eating it, you could basically just pick your chips up on it. You could do. There's not a thing you can't do with the Banag. And if you can find something you can't do with the Banag, I'll challenge you because we'll go on just about anything.
So Neil, who owns the brewery, it's named after the Bang On Brewery that's based in Bridgend, and so Banag is a play on that because it's bang out of order. And he makes he makes the beer that goes into the sauce, and I think his wife makes a hunter's chicken for him, and he absolutely loves it.
Oh yeah, that would go very, very well on that.
All right. So
Other than that, goes in pretty well with anything. You know when you go to a takeaway and your takeaway is a little bit disappointing, and it happens,
Chuck
doesn't
over
it?
everything.
You know what I mean? Just,
well, now that Luciano covered that, basically what I was trying to do was let my mouth cool down a little bit from the motherfucker, so that we can try the fuck off and die.
So there is a bit of extract in there. I mean, there are reapers in there, scorpions. There's some of the stupid ones, but there's 9 million extract as well. So you get the heat, but it builds over a minute or two as well.
I bet I could feel it right away, but it's a good heat. It's not like a bad one. It's not.
I can't taste anything but fire.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're again. I mean, when I was saying earlier about the strong flavors that you need with the hotter sauces, so you don't just get the heat. There's a lot of pineapple in there, so you should get for a few seconds should get an upfront sweetness from the pineapple, but the heat just kind of takes over everything else. Then.
as you mentioned, that's pretty much what happens with that Black Death. The first thing that comes through is the sweetness and the flavors, and then the burn hits, and then
yeah.
No, it's actually. It's.
I have to say, Dan,
it's not bad.
Even with these hot sauces, you have the taste is just so good. Because normally when I'm eating a tasting sauce,
I don't taste that like horrible metallic taste that you can sometimes get with the extracts.
Exactly, it's just like
it does taste really good.
I just taste like fire burn and flavor, which is exactly what I like.
I would not put this on my food. I'm not gonna lie, but
I would. I'd put it on my food.
But I wouldn't be mad if somebody else put it on my food.
Okay.
That's a hint.
That sounded like, go on then, Jiff, you can stick it on my food as long as I haven't done it.
I'll be like,
it's just a case of.
Jiff, you're cooking tomorrow.
Well, it's always sad when the kiddos, will make a batch of food for the little ones, and then they'll give them their share, and then dump a bunch of hot sauce on the rest of it, and they're like, "Can we have some more?" And I'm like, no.
Even the baby's got it now. What are you eating, Daddy? Is it spicy?
I don't like spicy.
We're like, yeah, it's spicy.
That's why he puts hot sauce on his ice cream.
Yeah, why not? Hot sauce on ice cream is divine.
So I don't even. Yeah, that one is definitely making me moist.
Well, this one I really like, the Fuck Off and Die. I really like this one. I love the artwork. I love everything, even with him. It looks like he's got his tongue out, but it's the chilies and poured on his third eye. Everything's great, fantastic artwork. Look at that.
Oh, that is fun.
And if you take a close look, so the bottle that he's actually pouring into his head is the sauce itself.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look, and he's got. See, the bottle is pouring on his head. Is that sauce? It's like an endless mirror.
Inception.
The sauce is the sauce.
Into his third eye.
I like it though. That's again the artwork on these is I would put that I would blow that up and put that on my wall. Actually, all of these beautiful art.
I've got a load of t-shirts made from pretty much all of the revamped sauces.
We're gonna have
they're slowly going to be making their way onto the website.
These are awesome. I love them. The artwork is just, it's so cool. What I like about it is that it's got a lot of depth, just like the flavor. You just keep looking at it, a lot of layers. I
mean, but between them, the guys who've revamped the labels, who've done the labels for me, Rory has done the majority, but James as well. And there's another guy, Adam Beachy, who did the Black Flag, the Dark Siren, the Ginger Ninja, and one or two others. He did the Hulk Juice for me as well. I mean, they're all exceptional artists. They're really, they're awesome at what they do. And hats off to them all. Fair play.
Yeah, and I love the Ginger Ninja one too. It's obviously, I mean, it's a different kind of art, but it's very this one's a lot more like what's the word?
Modern.
No, I was gonna say more minimalist. That's the word I was searching for. Whereas these ones are much more like intricate. But I like both of them. This one is still, this one cracks me up somehow. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's her like boar teeth going all over the place.
Yeah.
And the sword.
And the sword.
Well, it's the mask, the samurai mask where you'd have.
And it looks like she's playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah. And if you see, there's a slice of mango on her on the helmet with an ahi lemon embedded in the mango.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Nice. See? Depth.
Little Easter eggs that you find.
Easter eggs. Well, I have very much enjoyed.
Yeah, this is all of our 15. We just tried 15 sauces. If you count the Black Death and the Bang out of order, that'd be about 17. So out of all of the 15 sauces that you saw Alex and I sample today, that's part of the prize set that Dan is going to be giving away.
This is everything that you guys tried tonight is it's all pretty much up for grabs, which is, there we go. So all of those, I think Luciano had a picture of them all.
There's a picture of it there.
There we go, that's it. And on top of that is the new Aussie style barbecue sauce. So yeah. So
see in the bottom corner there, unlabeled at the moment.
Yeah, well, we'll
a really good prize.
Together tonight and
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
And we'll come up with a really good thing specifically for that prize with you. So.
Anybody that wants a chance to win that prize, though, does need to go and check out that Facebook page there. That's on the screen right now. Because if you're not there, you will miss the chance of winning that prize.
And we will tell you, it's a
prize.
damn good prize.
I get the hiccups now.
It's a damn good prize. All of these sauces are like fantastic, super top notch. Every single one of them.
Even the ones that were too hot for me, tasty. So you people who like them, those ones.
Yeah, but
I mean, there really is a range of there's pretty much something for everyone in there.
Yeah, and that's what we try and do when we buy our sauces. We try and go from from mild to medium to hot. And the super hot ones are the ones that always get left for me because it's just me that's sampling, and I'm not going to complain about that. That's good. If I got to say any of them that surprised me, it was this one: the Bugard, the goat, Bugwan, the ghost, the ghoul.
The ghoul.
Like what was he saying? Lisbrie was the version of it in Welsh. Yeah, this one, the taste of this, I've surprised me. I was expecting something different, and it completely got me by surprise. I'm gonna have another taste of it.
I don't even remember what it tastes like. Oh yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's the lactating one.
No, I think you did like this one.
That's the one where I sat there and went,
one.
do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know.
I think you liked that. It was the lactating one you said.
This is the one that you said you kind of, it's not as hot, or you didn't think it was as hot.
It's the fenugreek.
Oh yeah.
I like it when you get a sauce and your mind can't work out whether you like it or whether you don't, and you keep going backwards. And it's like a little trick of the mind.
Now I remember.
Yeah, because you're like, it is good. It's really good.
He's got a better memory for the sauces than I do. I'm often standing there at the refrigerator. What's that one that I liked that when we were on the show and then I said it tasted like this.
Second show, third row back, fourth from the right.
That's us.
I know my senses.
We're the same, but opposite way around.
On our kitchen table. So this is my sauce. This is my sauce box. So I tend to go through different sauces. I'm pretty much the only one who eats anything out of this. So this is my sauce box. It's got a range of products from different people and stuff. And so I'll finish a bottle and then something else will go in there. And I've got like a chili fridge that's full of chilies and sauces and stuff as well. So yeah, but that lives on the kitchen table, and pretty much I'm the only one who dips into it.
A lot of us have sauce fridges, and a lot of us have sauce cupboards, but not any of us have got a sauce box.
Imagine having dinner over at Dan's and you're like, what would you like? Slam! Take your pick.
There are sauces all over. I mean, if you look over my shoulder, there are some from there's a few from the Chili project over my shoulder there and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, I love my sauces, obviously, but I love so many sauces that are made by so many other producers. There's some really, really good producers out there at the moment, and yeah, when you get the artisan producers who clearly love what they do, it really does come through in the product. So it's a brilliant community to be in. Really is.
Definitely. And I mean, lucky for us, like me and Lashano and Alex, because we get to be in the community and we get to taste the creations that you guys make that are just fantastic. A lot of people don't realize, but they just say, oh, it's hot sauce and it's just people that like heat, but they just don't realize the difference that a sauce can make to food. And it's just even just the slightest little bit of it, and with my kids, we have, especially the youngest ones, it's got to be as bland can be. How'd you like your pasta? Nothing.
We have to sneak some butter.
You have to sneak a little bit of butter in so it just doesn't sneak. What's on this? There's nothing on it. That's just
Hope they're not watching because you're busted now.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I snuck a tiny, the smallest amount of butter because we get Kerrygold butter here and we're lucky enough to get it. But I snuck the smallest amount onto a piece of toast. Tiny, you could barely tell.
This toast tastes different.
This toast tastes different. What's on my toast? They're like little Gilbert Gottfrieds.
Well, 4 or 5 years ago, we went on this little sauce hunt looking for sauces because basically supermarket sauces didn't cut it very well. They were always too vinegary, too acidic, too bitter, too tangy, used to get vinegar sweats, blah, blah, blah. And in the last year, just seeing how many different sauces there actually is that's popped up that are absolutely outstanding is unreal. It's like now, instead of actually trying to find a good sauce, it's now trying to find one that you go back to rather than because you're too busy looking at this one and that one and this one. It's like a kid in a candy shop.
It is.
Yeah.
But if I look at it from my perspective, where me and Alex we're buying a fair amount of sauces whenever we do, and when they come in, say for example, like last week we had the Podfather Sean on, and what was that one? The Irish Fire didn't last the day, man. That was gone the next day. And it was just such a delicious sauce. And it just went with everything that overnight it was gone. And I'm
was it the cowboy candy from a couple of weeks ago?
The cowboy candies from Riot. That didn't even last the afternoon.
He was like, you want one of these before this jar is gone?
Well, you were talking to the Chili Project and Rick, right? Rick and Laura. Rick makes these great jalapenos, spicy or candied jalapenos.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put that friggin' thing down, man. And in the end, I'm like, do you want some? Because they're going to be gone. It is. It's, and the same like with the other week with Irina, with all her stuff. Once all the kids seen that, they're like, wait, these are jams?
Oh, those jams are gone.
Yeah, there's a few still left, but the majority of them, the pineapples, the gooseberries, those kids went through and they loved
the chorizo didn't go over very well, so we still have some of that.
We still have the chorizo.
She makes a really good sambal, and she makes a veggie version for me that doesn't have the shrimp paste in it. and she brought some for me to try. And she gave me a jar, and I think half the jar disappeared on a pasty. And so it was, yeah, no, it's lovely. So she makes a batch of it up and brings a few jars over, and it's spectacular. It's really good.
Well,
So it's worth a try for your veggie.
There's a little message from Ray in the comments, and it says, "Get the guys to ask about Dan's hot Coke." Or should we say
oh, the hot cock. It's a wing sauce.
Chickens.
It's a wing sauce, and yeah, it's called hot cock because it goes on yeah COQ and it goes on yeah, it goes really well with wings. But I do oyster mushrooms. So instead of wings, you know, kind of like I'll batter and then fry the oyster mushrooms, and it's pretty good with those. Yeah. But yeah, if you've got wings, you know, if you like a dirty bird, then you need to slap the hot cock over it.
We're gonna have to try that. I love that.
That's a great advertising
COQ.
right there.
Yeah, love a dirty bird. It's funny that hot wings. Now Athena, our youngest, is getting. She likes the wings. She calls them flap wings. Where's my flap wings?
She's 3 years old and she loves the flap wings. What do you want for breakfast? I want flap wings. We start them young. She'll even eat them. If I eat the hot sauce bits off, she'll even eat them if they're hot. But she likes them. Yeah, a couple of months ago, we got the kids to do a review of Heiko's sauce, and it was one. They wanted to review Heiko's sauce particularly because they just couldn't wait to do it. It was like a honey mustard one that we bought for the kids. So the D'Aguanos girls, all 4 of them, did like a nice little review for Heiko. And it was so funny, you know, because she was like, I love it. And then she tasted it and she's like, I don't like it. Ew, I don't like it. That was it.
I remember that one. That was the little one, wasn't it?
It was a great honesty.
She's like, why would you put this in my mouth?
But everyone that was going along with it, she was so, I like it until she tried it.
She's a good girl. She actually tries stuff. I like that.
She does. So I've been very happy with all of this, Dan. I look forward to getting as much of it as I can before Alex and the kids get.
Some of these hotter ones wrecked me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
These are the ones that. What are your favorites?
Okay, so my favorites. I really, of course, Ginger Ninja. That was really, really good. I like that a lot. This Jarlic. Jarlic. That one was really, really good. This one I want to put on like all of my salads from now on. And then this one, this black garlic chipotle ketchup, very, very good. Those were my 3 favorites. And this one, the Sweetest Tuck. It was really hot, really, really good.
Mine, obviously, I'm going from 4 to 1. Number 4 would have been your Maruga. Love that one. Number 3 was the dirty kebab. God, it just reminded me of home.
Oh, that's the one I wasn't sure.
Number 2 was definitely Bougon. And number 1 would be obviously the Walk Up and Die. I can see why this one. It's like I said, amazing taste. Hot. I've just started to cool down from it, you know, and that's a good.
A little goes a long way with it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'm still glowing off that Black Death.
Yeah, so I mean, whoever gets that prize is going to be well chuffed. Honestly,
It's an excellent prize. Everything's good, and even like I said, even the ones that I thought were too hot for me, still very flavorful.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at that. Dang, plus the new bottle.
I'm so sorry. Oh.
When I work out how to put in 15 entries for that prize, I'll let you know.
Well, the way that the competitions have been going, I think I've won the last 2. So
oh, well, you're disqualified, so I'll have your entry.
Wait, I was just going to say this would be my lucky 3rd one.
Yeah, I don't think we're going
to... If you do win, I'll happily swap them for 15 alternative sources.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to enter. I'm just going to let we already have all these.
We
I
chose this
love,
wonderful array for somebody else to
definitely.
enjoy.
If someone
They will.
else can enjoy, they will definitely. Like I said, these are going to take us a while. That's going to go quick. That's going to go quick. That.
This is the weirdest thing. It's like the capsaicin is making me yawn.
And that. How can it make you yawn?
I don't know. I've been yawning since I
That's
tried
going to
to
take me a while. But you're going to go through all of that.
super hot stuff. Weird.
That
weird
is
yet.
actually normal. When you get a cap high, you end up with the yawns.
Oh, okay. Good. Because I'm like, why am I yawning so?
Adele, after a challenge, she falls asleep.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know why you're tired. For them, it's like what, 9, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, it's almost 9. Yeah.
And we're all.
it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon for us.
You've got the whole day ahead of you.
Sandy, we got all day ahead of us. So, well, that's basically been us, Tony. Well, I can thank you, Dan, for appearing tonight on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll definitely, thanks again for offering that prize. I mean, I can't keep going on about how awesome. That's probably one of the best friggin' prizes that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, people offer, hey, you'll get hot sauce for a year. Here's 12 bottles, one a month. You know, understandable.
This might be a year's worth of hot sauce
So
for somebody.
it is
Not
for
us, but for somebody.
For somebody, it's a year's worth of hot sauce. So definitely.
No, well, I'm
definitely
more than happy to oblige, and it's brilliant to support the initiative you guys are doing as well, and you know, and giving something back to the chili community. Yeah, I know for a lot of people, the last few months have been really difficult. So no, it's the interactions and everything in the groups and social media is what's kept a lot of people going. So no, it's nice to be able to do a little something to give back to everyone who supported me.
Oh, definitely. You know what we'd be doing this time of the year anyway. We'd be going to the festivals, meeting everyone, doing the normal stuff that we always would do. So you know, this just brings everyone and, you know, brings producers into the home, gives a little more, helps us too. I mean, God, we're benefiting from this. It's not, you know, I got 15 bottles in front of me. I'm benefiting.
Apart from the lack of fridge space now, because you've just opened 15 bottles of sauce all in one night.
I made room for it this morning.
Planned ahead.
I did well, I kind of more like consolidated. I'm like, well,
he moved all of our other
I moved all the race stuff over. I took over more of the fridge.
Milk doesn't need to live in the fridge anyway, does it? You know.
I mean,
cheese.
I own the fridge. I've got the fridge door, all of the door. I've got the mini fridge outside.
And our fridge door is like substantial. It's got like 8 little like 8-inch shelf thing. We bought it for the door.
Yeah, and I've got most of that. I've got most of the door, and then the mini fridge outside is packed, and then the shelf is packed.
And he's encroaching on my pantry now.
And I'm in the pantry now, but I'm running out of space.
Like, hey, that's not where place. Not.
But it's getting all full. And I mean, these ones were in the pantry, so the pantry's free for right now. But I've got more coming.
He's already ordered more.
I did actually. Max Gabriel from Ammo Hotbox, Ammo Box Hot Sauce. He's sending me some of his, and that's out of Canada, so that'll be here soon too. And then I've got a couple of more orders from England too.
Oy.
And talking of England, next week we'll have Mark Elliott.
Flavor Before Fire, one of the other producers of a nuke sauce.
Mark's a good producer as well. Yeah, he makes some good stuff.
Oh, yeah, he did. And you know, we'll be going over some of the stuff that he has, specifically his bean sauce too. You want to do a bean challenge next week? She's like, no.
He's been trying.
There might be a bean challenge coming up during it.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
There might be something else coming up during it as well.
I put out a couple of feelers in the United States and in Canada, and they're interested. So we might have a few people hopefully doing it. It'd be good.
Next weekend, if all the label printing and all the rest of it goes according to plan, the new nuke sauce will be getting put onto Dan Reed's website over at Chilli of the Valley TV, and Rob Dunn over at Australian Extreme Condiments.
Yeah, Australian Extreme Condiments. Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll be going live for sale on them two websites simultaneously, both produced in two different countries, but both the same sauce.
So interesting.
Yeah. Took a bit of tweaking, that one did.
I bet. Because, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, even though, you know, you've got two different chefs or two different sauce makers. It all depends on, you know, you must have, I mean, I know you have a recipe and a thing that you follow, but still, everyone's got their own little quirks and little things and little additions. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's one of the things I often say is you can give 20 different ingredients or same ingredients to 20 different people and tell them to make something, and chances are you'll get 20 different products or 20 different outcomes with exactly the same ingredients, because everyone puts their little twist and everything onto it. I mean, what we've tried doing with this is making it as similar as we possibly can, but obviously where you're getting ingredients from different sides of the world, it's only natural that there will be slight differences. But yeah, we've tried to overcome that, and it
is as close as we could possibly get it.
Yeah,
if anybody could get anywhere closer, I dare them. That was as close as two producers from the opposite side of the world could possibly make one singular sauce.
Yeah, I think, and you were present for a lot of the toings and froings with the discussions for it, and yeah, some of the just some of the ingredients were interesting to try and get them matched.
It took a lot of playing about.
Yeah,
but it's there. It's
everything
done.
did work out.
We're there. We have a sauce. We have a product. So it's all good.
Because to me, that's just another challenge now. What is that for noodles and nuggets?
It is going to be actually added to two dual challenges at the same time. Since it's a dual product, Australia and the UK, we thought, well, we'll stick it to two dual challenges at the same time. So it'll actually be added to noodles and nuggets. So you can do the noodles or you can do the nuggets. Or you could just do the noodles and use the half a bottle of sauce for the rest of whatever. Or you could do both or whatever. Swap it and change it about. Oh, barbecue.
Yeah, definitely. It's good, like, you know, especially on the noodles, someone that's vegetarian, vegan can still eat the noodles. And on the nuggets, you know, well, I get these plant-based nuggets, whatever they're called, chick apostrophe N.
They're like chicken.
And, you know, they taste like, well, they taste what I'd assume chicken to taste like, but Alex has tasted them and said they're chicken-y.
They're chicken-esque.
Chicken-esque. They look like chicken, but, you know, so...
Chickish.
You don't have to be a chicken eater to enter the challenge, at least.
Yeah.
No. So either way around, you now know that they are going to be attached to challenges. So if you want to go and grab some bottles and put them aside ready for when that happens too.
I will be.
What I will suggest as well is, since they are actually produced in Australia and UK, some of you might want to actually grab a bottle of each to see if you can compare them and work out any differences. Or you might just want to buy one of each just to put on a shelf to state that you've got one from each country.
True.
And the labels are almost identical, but there are slight differences. There are some legal requirements that need to be on the labels as well with their respective countries. So they're almost identical.
Like that.
Yeah.
So you will see some differences, but not a lot. It's going to be an interesting one.
Okay. Right.
Right. That's been us then, Luciano. We're going to have to head out of here.
Yeah, I think I need to bail. I've got a little dude who's waiting for a kiss goodnight. So thank you so much for having me on.
Anytime, and we'll look forward to doing this competition for definite.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. So
cheers, folks.
Thank you to Dan. Good to see you there. And that was Alex and Jiff of D'Aguanos Firey Foods. Got it right again.
D'Aguano.
I said D'Aguano.
No, you didn't.
I will get it both times in beginning and end. Anyway, so that was D'Aguanos Firey Foods and Sunday Reviews. There is a Facebook page for them as well. Check them out. Chilli of the Valley TV, you've just heard it. The new sources coming from them. I'm going to say good night to Alex and Jiff. Thank you very much for another brilliant show and all the reviews and for letting me burn on camera with you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. That was New Chilli-heads. I was Lucifer's son, and I'm out of here. See you later, guys. Keep an eye out for that giveaway that will be announced tomorrow on Chilli of the Valley TV.